Howdy, it's Davin, and welcome to the first episode of This Will Be Weird. On this show, we keep it weird 24/7. It's like the Eric Andre show, but not as funny, so bear with me. Here's a little about me. I had a bagel yesterday with some cream cheese, and I'm full of energy. And I'm ready to rock. I'm ready to roll. I'm going to have some guests on here. My guest is Mason, a fellow junior here at school, and more importantly, a lizard person enthusiast. Let's hear his thoughts on the Zuck. Hey Mason, how you been, my man?
I'm good. Thanks for calling me a lizard person enthusiast. I really appreciate that.
I do remember a time in the past when you did enthuse about lizards and their culture.
For a while. You could say that.
You kind of grew out of that?
Maybe.
Alright. So, my first question is, what is the most interesting person of all time? Who do you think the most interesting person is?
Oh, Mark Zuckerberg, of course.
Well, yeah. That's what we're talking about.
Oh, really? That was good, though, how we did that.
Yeah, I think we synced that up pretty well. Can we get a high five into the... Perfect. All right. So, I wanted to ask you more importantly about Zuckerberg. Do you have any theories on what he might be? Because he most certainly is not human.
There's two options, right?
Yes, the two big ones.
The two big ones, the lizard person or cyborg.
Yes. Both of them are very plausible.
I'm more a fan of lizard people, but I feel like cyborg probably makes more sense.
I feel like the cyborg thing, because he's practically just connected with Facebook. He is Facebook. He is Facebook. You were very right about that. Facebook, it's just humongous, man. You know that? You know how many people use Facebook? A lot of old people. A lot of old people. So, do you believe that this man could be trusted with the power he currently has? Is that something he has so much power?
Yeah, I'm alright with that.
I mean,
even if he is a robot lizard person,
you think we could trust him with that?
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel like
he's not human though.
Yeah, but what's he? Okay.
He's got a lot of money.
Okay, Davin. Okay.
What do you?
Zuckerberg has a lot of money.
Yes.
Lots of money.
Oh,
$6.9 billion, in fact. You want to know what he could buy with that $6.9 billion?
$6.9 billion?
He could buy Bill Gates and Steve Jobs' house, which is just kind of like a...
That's just a little cherry on top, isn't it?
That's a little throw in the face. A couple planes, some islands, gold, the Lakers.
You could buy the... I would like to see Zuckerberg just buy the Lakers. That would be amazing.
Courtside with Spike Lee at Knicks games.
Oh, that would also be fantastic.
He could buy multiple space shuttles.
How many are you talking here?
Okay, because they're like $1.7 billion, which is low. Like, I would have thought to buy a space shuttle.
That's really cheap compared to what I thought it was going to be.
So, I'm not going to do math or anything, but Mark could buy like 4 of them. Around 3 4? Maybe.
So if he just wanted, like Elon Musk, kind of.
Yeah, but that was a car. That's Elon's business.
That is his business. You're very correct about that. Moving on from how much money you had, or Zuckerberg had, you don't got squat.
I do look like Mark Zuckerberg, though.
Yeah, so I will agree with that.
Is that why I'm here? Because I kind of look like him?
No, I just knew you had, you used to be a conspiracy theorist. That kind of plays into my next question.
I'll wear that.
And if I do remember correctly, you had a book by David Icke titled The Biggest Secret, the book that will change the world.
I did buy David Icke's book.
Yes. Has that led you to believe in any conspiracies, possibly?
Not really believe in any of them, but it opened up the door to so many. Stuff you wouldn't like. The wildest stuff was in that book.
Do you remember any off like the top of your head? Or?
Something about like George Bush and his kids would like they'd take people and they'd fly them out to like a remote location like in the forest, and it was basically like the most dangerous game.
Oh yeah.
And they'd hunt people together.
Oh my gosh.
And there was like a whole story about one of the survivors. I'm using air quotes. Survivors of the
insert air quotes and
yeah. That was probably my favorite thing.
So just like the book we read in like 9th or 10th, it was like a passage out just like that book.
I think I had it in 8th because I remember going around Anchor and
human sport, quite the conspiracy.
Yeah, and I should point out that it wasn't just Bush. It
wasn't. I thought it would have been
multiple.
I like to imagine it was just Bush.
The thing about David Icke is, I don't think he believes in everything he says.
Probably
he just
not.
finds like the most craziest thing and tries to turn it into something slightly believable.
I do believe that. I mean, the man, he's a legend and a myth at the same time. The man's not real. Let's talk about like David. Like,
Did you say David Icke's not real?
He probably isn't. The man is just like an entity.
No, he's real.
He's real, but is he actually real up in the brain area? Or? Definitely not.
Probably not.
Oh man. Oh jeez.
My favorite thing about this podcast so far is that Jaden said she wasn't going to listen to us, and clearly for the first 3 minutes, all she did was listen to us.
Yeah, clearly giggling over there. Okay. Well, I believe that there's a need for social media, but do you think we as people have gone too far with it?
Part of me wants to say yes, but no, probably not. Because, I mean, like, when you think about it, there's just a new... Like, as soon as old people find something, then young people find a new thing, so that way old people don't, like, catch up with them.
Yeah, so it's not really going too far. It's just a game of cat and mouse.
Yeah, Twitter is going to become Facebook one day.
I think it's already kind of becoming Facebook.
It is.
It kind of has.
There's going to be a new thing.
Once old people come to Instagram, then we're scrambling for something else.
Yeah, and Mark Zuckerberg's going to create that new thing.
I mean, Mark Zuckerberg owns Instagram.
He probably made the internet.
I wouldn't be surprised.
For
if
all I know, he
Oh.
could have made the internet.
I would be not surprised at all if I found out that Mark Zuckerberg's name,
Marky Mark.
Marky Mark, close enough. Mark Wahlberg and Zuckerberg, they both kind of go hand in hand. One's a billionaire, and the other's not.
No. You know what? I want like a Mark Zuckerberg like rap though. I want his rap career to take off.
I want Marky Mark to resurge his career and make a collab with Mark Zuckerberg. Oh jeez.
Oh jeez.
What are you doing?
Okay, you can cut that out.
Oh no, I think that was pretty good.
When I like almost broke your chair.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
2 hours trying to set this thing up.
I think I could integrate you into the whole thing.
You don't have to do that.
Oh, I'm more
you
than
don't
down.
have to do that
I'm
at
more
all.
than down. So moving on to an interesting story that I found out about recently. It turns out that Snoop Dogg is actually going to release his own cookbook containing 50 of his favorite meals. The cookbook is actually called From Crook to Cook, and some meals will include chicken and waffles, mac and cheese, and even filet mignon. How do you... Like, would you buy this book?
Yeah, definitely. He can
He's
do whatever he wants.
He's a supernatural power.
You can almost say he's the Mark Zuckerberg of the
rap music.
Rap music and food industry?
And food? Because he kind of innovated his career into just cooking stuff.
Yeah.
He was on the Vice show. I forget what show that's called, but he definitely did a lot of cooking.
With who was it? Martha Stewart?
Martha
Isn't that
Stewart.
their thing?
Yeah, that was their thing.
Except Martha Stewart's the real crook or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. And Snoop Dogg's the cook. But this book,
Right.
This book is his own thing. He's gonna have a lot of meals you can cook on it. A lot, cheap stuff, expensive stuff, and his inspiration did come from the cooking show on Vice. So you can pick that up on October 23rd. It's not.
You sound like you're trying to sell it.
I am trying to sell it because I feel like everyone who likes to cook should learn how to cook like Snoop Dogg.
Well, I'll ask the question everybody's gonna ask. Weed?
No.
No?
None. Later on. This one's weed free. This is for families who actually want to cook.
He's making his image a little more.
He's starting off a little soft.
Family-friendly.
He's making sure that everyone might like his food first.
Right.
It's gonna be good. No doubt about it.
I'm sure. I'm sure you can cook.
I'm probably gonna. I'm not even probably. I am gonna buy this book, and I'm gonna learn to cook off this book.
Good luck.
I'm gonna need it.
You gonna cook me something?
Oh yeah. When it comes out on October 23rd, I will definitely cook you something. Probably the mac and cheese. Do you think the mac and cheese? I think
That's probably
Snoop
good.
Dogg cheese, mac and cheese, tasty.
Do you think he puts his hair up in like a hairnet or whatever?
Oh, definitely. Do you remember when he
I doubt
narrated
Martha Stewart does.
the hot dogs?
What?
Remember when he narrated over the hot dog video on YouTube?
No, I don't.
You've
remember
never
that at
seen
all.
that? He just sees how the production of hot dogs is, and he just slices into it with criticism. It's like, is this what we really eating? Is this what really is in hot dogs? When I go out to a barbecue and I put this in my mouth, that's going in my mouth.
Okay. I'm sure that video is amazing.
It's one of a kind. is a gem. And
Like a hot dog.
I know. The guy he flips out over hot dog production.
Okay.
I think he's done a few other ones too, but that's definitely his like trademark reaction.
And like coming from Snoop Dogg, he's.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure he's
up there.
In terms of weird stuff.
On the topic of food, I think we should talk about the most versatile food of all. Do you think you can take a guess at what the most versatile food is?
One comes to mind immediately.
What is it?
Peanut butter?
Peanut butter? That's a good guess.
Wait. I have a serious answer. The potato.
The potato? We can definitely talk about the potato. But I feel like the most versatile... You don't want to talk... All right.
Just intro the topic.
I am going to... Okay. I like your guess, but the most versatile food is cheese.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
Cheese is everywhere.
Cheese.
So, I mean, I cannot stress enough how much this item alone has changed food.
I almost had to ask you where cheese came from.
I actually have a little excerpt in here where the origin of cheese dates to 5,500 BC and has only gotten more popular since then. It was found out by farmers.
The first time somebody like took the milk that came out of like a goat or whatever.
They
They
let
were
it sit
probably
there.
milking goats.
Yeah.
Or they weren't milking
It probably
cows.
sat there. They're like, oh, I forgot to get my milk. And they're
Yeah.
like, what is this?
They dropped it onto some toast.
I don't know when toast was created, but I like to think of it like that. So, I just want to list off some foods that have been bettered by cheese.
Okay.
Like, the cheeseburger,
Okay.
mac and cheese,
Yep.
grilled cheese,
Okay.
nachos,
Yeah. Okay.
pretzels and cheese,
Okay.
cheese steak,
Yeah, I'd agree with
Ritz
that.
crackers.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Those are all. I'd like to point out that 90% of the things you just named were other products with cheese.
That's the point.
Yeah, but I thought you were gonna say like pizza.
Well, yeah, pizza.
Yeah, but like one of the main ingredients to pizza is cheese.
But let's think about
But
it.
like
If
you could
take
eat Ritz crackers without cheese.
cheeseburger, just plain old,
Then it's a hamburger.
just a hamburger. Mac and cheese, you just got noodles.
That okay.
Grilled cheese, that's just 2 pieces of toast. Nachos, that's literally just tortilla chips. Pretzels, just pretzels. The cheesesteak, it's just a steak on a piece of bread.
Okay. Well, I stand by what I say.
I understand that, but all of these have been modified to become better because of cheese.
Okay. All right.
You feel me? You feel me on
Okay.
that?
We're
So,
not
yeah.
talking about potatoes, by the way.
Yeah. So I mean, I feel like I need to ask you some questions on cheese.
Okay.
Like,
I can answer questions
just-
about cheese.
in general, what's your opinion on cheese?
The first thing when you say cheese that comes to mind is honestly Chuck E. Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese?
Which is probably not what you had in mind,
But
but,
it's great.
dude, Chuck E. Cheese.
I
though.
love. Oh my gosh, that was a big part of my childhood. And that and other bounce house emporiums.
Bounce House is that the real name of something?
No, but like other places where you buy a ticket,
What-
and bounce around.
What Chuck E. Cheese did you go to that they had a bouncy castle?
It's just the concept of being a kid and just playing, just going buck wild.
Yeah, but Buck Wild had some video games,
Well, I mean, like arcade games and stuff.
arcade games.
As a kid, it was just overwhelmingly fun.
Yeah, the only terrible part about it was I was afraid of the mouse.
Not gonna lie,
The
that
dude in
was
the
also kind of.
suit.
I wasn't as afraid as Chuck E. Cheese. The
weren't afraid of it?
the electronic one. Oh yeah.
Oh, I remember there was a period in my life where when I would go to Chuck E. Cheese, there was a man in a suit, and they had the electric
Yeah,
one.
they still do that.
They still do that?
They still do
that
that.
sounds insane to me. Like, you should
The
choose one or the
costume is
other.
updated. The animatronic is still the same.
Okay.
It's the
Okay.
same thing. Who knows how many kids have climbed on that?
You mean the man in the suit?
Both. I bet you there's been plenty of kids that nose tackle that guy.
Yeah, probably. But,
So many birthday parties.
I was scared of him. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't want to get near him because, like, I knew that it was a dude in a suit.
That's what makes it
I
creepy.
didn't see him, and I went, it's Chucky.
It's
like, I
Chuck-
would have given him a big ol'
No,
big ol' hug.
that's just some guy
It's just some dude who's getting
Getting
paid like
paid.
minimum wage to
hug kids.
hug. Oh,
I don't like the sound of that at all.
I mean, it's not a bad job.
But I
I don't even like kids.
you're not doing the Lord's work by doing that. That's for sure. You're just.
What do you mean not doing the? Because some kids are happy. Me, I didn't like cry at the sight of him. I just stayed at the other side of the arcade, and I wouldn't go towards him. But there,
he's there.
Yeah,
he's
provide
watching.
like emotional support.
I get kids emotional support. Kids are just there for a fun time,
Yeah,
so
I love places like that though. Even now, like arcades.
Oh, the place in the mall opened up.
I went there.
I have not been there yet.
I went there. It's.
Can you reserve birthday parties? Because if so, that'd be something I'd definitely do.
It's larger than you think. So you walk towards it, right? And I was with a bunch of friends. You're walking towards it, and it looks like there's just a little tilt-a-whirl thing inside.
Oh, they're trying to fool you.
And then you get a little closer. There's an arcade, and then you go inside, and it's just a massive. It's basically like Dave and Buster's.
Oh,
there's like,
but without the Dave part.
I don't know what that means.
The Dave and Buster's. It's like the Dave does the food, and like Buster does the games.
Oh, right, yeah.
I forget which one's which.
There's no food, but there is laser tag, and then like a tiny mini golf course in the back, which it's small, but it's still impressive that they put a mini golf course in there.
Yeah. Not a lot of places can say they put a mini golf place into their
right, and like a little bowling thing. Not even like skee ball; it's bowling.
It's actual mini bowling.
Yeah, and they have a whole wall that's just dedicated to like retro pinball machines.
Retro? Oh, that sounds amazing.
When I was there, I wasn't gonna spend money on anything, but when I go back,
definitely. Bringing up Chuck E. Cheese, dude. Back to Chuck E. Cheese. There was a pinball machine, the Simpsons or like not even pinball, but the token thing.
What do you mean the token?
You put the token in, and then it'll slide in, and it goes into the thing, and it'll pop out tickets. You know what I mean?
No.
What we do was you put the token in, and it's it rolls down, and then it'll hit like it's kind of hard to describe what the Simpsons thing was, but there was a machine in Chuck E. Cheese that was Simpsons themed, and you can get a jackpot of 1,000 tickets if you could like hit 3 of the big goals, and they're just impossible to get. But I got it anyway out of sheer luck. But what were you thinking of the?
You said Simpsons pinball, and it brings back memories. There's a hotel that my family would go to when we went on vacation, and this is a tangent, but there's a Simpsons pinball machine that me and Riley would play all the time whenever we had free time there. But
so that was your go-to.
Oh yeah, Simpsons pinball. Comparing Chuck E. Cheese to like Dave and Buster's,
it's not even close.
Like when I'm
as a kid.
As a kid, I might want to go to Chuck E. Cheese just because
it's Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, I'm like, it's like none of the rides are too big for me.
I can actually reach everything.
I can reach everything. Also, the food is just basically like pizza.
Definitely, yeah. It's not even high quality pizza, but it's pizza.
No, but as a kid, you don't care.
Yeah, you just stuff your face because you're a kid.
I might have even let Chucky feed me if he wanted to.
Oh,
you can cut that.
No, I think. Okay, just
you don't want the image of Chuck E. Cheese like spoon feeding.
Now you're actually you're putting the details in.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, back to the actual cheese. Like, do you like cheese? This is where we started. I just want to know what you feel about cheese, man.
I do like cheese. I like cheese now more than I liked cheese when I was little.
Is it because of Chuck E. Cheese that you just love cheese
more? No.
No.
I'm just going to be honest with you.
Alright. At least you're honest.
Well, I mean, I don't like... Some people can just eat cheese, like you go to the fridge and you just grab a thing of cheese. I can't
Shredded
do that.
Cheese at 3 a.m.
It's got to be melted over something that's better than
like a pizza.
Like a pizza. Or, I guess mac and cheese is...
Like a turkey melt.
You know what? I'm indifferent, and I'm not ready to make this kind of life decision about cheese.
Oh, okay. So. Well, then this next question isn't going to be good for you at all. But I was going to ask you if you could have one cheese-related meal for the rest of your life.
You had to pull that on me.
Well, it's planned.
It's like I said earlier. It's pizza.
Pizza. Every single.
You can tell how much I love pizza. Like I was afraid of Chuck E. Cheese, but I would let him pick it up with his big, like, not even mouse hands. They were like monkey hands. He'd put it in my mouth, and like I'd get like some of the fur in there.
Did this actually happen? I don't think.
No, this was a fever dream I had.
Oh.
No.
I'm glad that you told me that now. But pizza's the one.
I've thought about this. If I could have, like when you go, the one SpongeBob episode where it's Squidward and he like pretends to not like the Krabby Patties or whatever,
that's a
and then he goes in
episode.
and it's like, it's just that room of
It'll go straight to your thighs,
Yes,
and then you'll blow up.
Exactly. If there was, I think about often, if there was one food that you could just have a room full of.
Oh no, the screen's
If that stopped recording. Okay.
No,
if
okay,
there
we're
was
good.
one room that you could just have, like if you could have your Squidward moment in.
The Squidward moment.
I'm picking like Pizza Hut stuffed crust pizza, which some people think is like stupid.
But
some people hate Pizza Hut. They think it's like lowbrow, which it kind of is.
I like the thin and
Are
crispy.
you? Wait,
I don't hate Pizza Hut. I like the thin and crispy.
Okay, I can respect that.
Yeah.
Don't call out Devin like that.
Yeah,
Jaden,
stop.
I'm gonna fight you.
I see you pointing at me over there.
You don't like Pizza Hut.
I like the thin and crispy.
And that's it.
That's it. And Vinny's Pizza. I love Vinny's Pizza.
Yeah, but
okay, but back to your Squidward moment. It's that's the point. That's why it's so good.
Yeah.
It's local.
So is Tony's.
Yeah, but their pizza, Tony's Pizza has died off a little bit.
Yeah, because people.
You're probably. Let's be real. Your audio's not getting picked up.
You probably
but
can't
No,
be
I'm
heard.
just
It's
talking.
just.
I know
Devin.
you're. But we're in. Okay, back to you, Mason.
Right.
Your Squidward moment, as you'd like to describe.
It's that pizza, that stuffed crust Pizza Hut pizza. I grew up on that, and that's my go-to.
For me, it would just be quesadillas.
Quesadillas.
A full locker room full of quesadillas.
You can make quesadillas different way. What's your like perfect quesadilla?
So my perfect quesadilla is you got the tortilla part, of course, the tortilla. Then you get shredded chicken. You spread that out on the tortilla. You get a little cheese, a little Mexican blend shredded cheese. Bacon.
Oh.
Bacon's definitely a need. And then jalapenos.
Okay.
And then once you do that, you seal it. You cut it up. And you get some sour cream. You just dip it in sour cream. And then you dig right in.
I like that.
Oh,
I'm not a big fan of sour cream, but I respect somebody that can put it inside of them.
Yeah.
I meant eat it.
But yeah,
Okay.
sour cream is definitely a good one for sure, in my opinion.
Wrapping this around.
Let's get back on track.
What do you think Mark Zuckerberg would pick for his Squidward moment?
When he was eating the toast in that commercial.
What are you talking about?
That really awkward, like, commercial for Mark Zuckerberg. You remember that?
No.
It was really awkward.
Oh God,
It was bad. I want to show you the video now, just so you know.
We'll watch it afterwards. We'll watch that and we'll watch the Snoop Dogg.
Okay.
But this, because you know how he goes on those Facebook Lives and he's
It's bad.
just grilling out here with my just like a normal person would grill. I'm out here Facebook Live with my grill.
It's
and
not
I'm
real.
Grilling up meats.
It feels like a Dan Harmon sketch.
It's probably.
You know how Dan Harmon writes in Rick and Morty? It's exactly like that. It's like I'm a normal person, grilling food out here on Facebook Live.
And it's just so weird. He comes off as a synthetic person.
Yeah, he's just not real.
Now we're talking about Mark Zuckerberg.
But okay, his Squidward moment would definitely be toast. I'll show you the video and you'll understand.
You think it's toast?
Why.
Okay, because I'm gonna say it's whatever he's grilling back there, even if it's like plastic.
He's just
meat.
eating batteries.
You know how they have like plastic fruit?
Yeah, it's like, what is it? Potpourri.
Okay.
Potpourri's close to that.
Potpourri, all right.
Take my word for it. So, do you have a favorite type of cheese?
Back to cheese, all right.
I'm trying to keep it on here, dog. Just whatever cheese they slap on that pizza. Is that what?
Yeah, okay, but
You got like Gouda, mozzarella,
yes,
provolone.
That's what I was gonna say. I was trying to think of it.
Mozzarella
Mozzarella
is
like melted mozzarella cheese.
Melted mozzarella on a turkey melt.
On cheesesteak.
Cheesesteak.
And
that's usually the go-to for sandwiches.
In the actual mozzarella stick.
Just melt that down.
There was a time where I forget. It might have been like Red Robin.
Oh, Red
had
Robin.
like.
That's
I don't
another.
know if they still have this.
That's another like whole tangent we could go off on.
About Red Robin.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're 15 minutes into this segment,
but it's gonna be hot.
I don't know.
It's gonna be hot.
You gotta cut out all that, all the
the
fat.
sour cream
The
talk.
sour cream talk.
Sticking it. Oh, okay. Okay, listen. Okay, but yeah, back to your mozzarella cheese.
They used to. They have. I remember seeing commercials for a thing where you could get like steak with mozzarella sticks on it.
Oh my!
And I'm like, that'll kill me, but I want it.
Yeah, it's like It's oh my gosh, we're gonna go off topic again. But the Subway advertisement for the Fritos sub. Have you like heard any of those?
I don't know if this is a hot take, but not a big fan of Subway.
Me either.
Oh really?
No, but
Okay.
it's just the The advertisement is really annoying. They got this guy on here, and like the first thing here is like a crunch. You know, like someone taking a bite out of a chip.
Yeah.
Like, do you hear that? Because if you have ears, you definitely heard that. It's the new Subway Fritos the Fritos sub from Subway, and I'm like, they say Subway 8 times in the first 5 seconds, and then he keeps going on about it's like, oh, I definitely can't wait for us to get this. I mean, wait, what am I saying? You getting this? It's like they're trying to break the fourth wall. It's a really cringy Deadpool commercial.
I kind of like, but I kind of hate the Arby's commercials where they're like,
I love those.
Where he's like,
we have the meats.
Yeah, but that's just the catchphrase. I mean, where he's like referencing the customer and himself.
I kind of like it though.
Yeah, it's good. They got the right voice for it.
Oh,
if it was like some,
if it was Morgan Freeman, it'd be even better. If you could, you
can't say that now.
Well,
he like touched people.
When did Morgan Freeman touch?
You don't know about that?
No.
Oh, this is a sad podcast now.
Oh no.
Rest in peace, Morgan Freeman.
Wait, he's dead?
Not yet, but I'm just preparing.
Oh, geez, holy crap, man! You're really. If he's dead by the time this comes,
by the time you edit this,
I'm gonna be really sad.
Okay.
But he touched people. Is there any way that you could ruin a cheese meal? Is there any way that cheese could ruin a meal?
Yeah, if it's supposed to be melted but it's not.
Oh, gee, that's horrible.
Like, okay, here's the thing. I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, I hate school lunches. Like, school lunches are the worst. They're just terrible. But, like, generally school lunches are okay. Like, they're passable.
Decent.
Like, some
are better than others.
Yeah, and some are far worse than others.
Yes. There's some days where I just don't want to eat anything.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
Like, this isn't worth it.
But I'm not one of those people that always complains. But recently we had the cheesesteak thing. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
That was like, I haven't eaten
lunch.
That
tore my stomach up.
I've only eaten lunch once this year, and it was to get that cheesesteak
It did not do wonders in my stomach.
It didn't affect me like that. It was just that, and I don't expect the school to be able to cook up some masterful cheesesteak.
Yeah, it was just 2 slabs of like
2 slabs,
definitely like produced meat.
Yeah,
it was two squares.
2 squares, and then the I don't think the meat was that bad. My biggest problem was with the cheese itself because I'm like,
and then they had all the peppers on there. There was way too many sweet.
Okay,
peppers.
I think you just got too many peppers.
I think you were there with me because like there was a lot of peppers on that. Like, I looked at yours and I looked at mine. I'm like, mine's 50-50 and yours is like 10-90.
Good ratio.
Yeah, but that's how it was. And they were sweet too. Like, those were bell pepper. How do you get sweet bell peppers? I've never had them that sweet before.
I don't know.
But back to your cheese thing.
That was my cheese thing. That's my well, I mean,
did the cheese ruin it though?
It didn't ruin it. It wasn't even that bad. It was just the cheese could have been melted.
I mean, I feel like that was okay if I didn't have the peppers. But the freaking soft taco. I bought the soft taco.
Never have I once bought a soft taco.
I didn't want to get it, but the shell was stale.
Okay.
The lady cracked my shell. And she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry about that." Yeah, she's like, "I cracked your shell," and I'm like, "I see that, yes." And then I said, "It's fine," but she put the meat in, and then the cheese. The cheese was just straight up like school melted cheese. The cheese was not. It was cold. And on top of the shell being stale, just a bad experience that day. It really. I walk into Solomon's class and I'm like, this is not. I don't want to be here. The taco was not good.
Don't put that.
I like Solomon.
Don't put that on Solomon.
I love Solomon. I love Solomon. Don't get me wrong.
I think the lunch ladies might have it out for you because they might know that you're the spoon fiend.
Oh,
yeah.
Spoon fiend. Let's not bring that up. That's a story for another time.
For your own safety.
For my safety.
So when nobody hunts you down to find those spoons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's not get too far into that. You know. All right. We'll leave you wondering out there. So, I mean, but the cheese. You know, back to cheese. Like, Is there such thing as too much cheese? Like, have you seen Facebook videos where like they're cooking stuff and they just load it with cheese?
You know what I immediately think of when you say that? The video where it's the woman cooking and she's like adding
Vodka.
Yeah, and she's like, and just a little bit of vodka, and then she
pours the
put
whole
like
thing.
She put like a fourth of that bottle in
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Oh my goodness! And it's you hear the glug 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 glug.
It doesn't stop. It's like a shot, but then she has a full cup. Like,
I don't know if this is school appropriate, but that's gonna kill somebody.
It probably would, but
but if you do that with cheese,
you could
you could do the same thing with cheese, where you put too much cheese on something, and then it's like, ooh, ouch, too much cheese.
Like a Facebook or Facebook videos. Those are notorious. Like those cooking videos. They're like, load it all with cheese. It's like a cheese lover's lasagna. It's like 2% pasta, 2% like tomato paste, and then 96% cheese. That's literally just cheese soup.
I'll take your word for it. I haven't. That's a try.
I'm not gonna show you that video.
Okay.
Because that's not interesting. But we're definitely gonna hit on the Snoop Dogg and the Zuckerberg toast.
Okay.
So
is that this has been a 22-minute
segment on cheese,
and this podcast is supposed to be minimum 5 minutes long.
Yes, minimum.
And I'm not sure Klopper wants to hear us go on about.
I think she does. I think she said she was really looking forward to hearing more.
Well, it's her. And then when I took the class, it was one other person had to listen to it.
This transcript was really boring, but we turned this into something godly.
I don't know about that. I think you're very wrong.
I feel like we've touched on something that might revolutionize.
This was the segment. Okay, we did the Zuckerberg segment, and we were just getting into it.
We're kind of warming up.
We did the Snoop Dogg segment, and that was a little bit more.
But the cheese
and now
is
we're
where
doing the cheese segment
off.
And we wrapped it back around to both Zuckerberg
both of them and Snoop Dogg.
So
it's a full circle.
So is that the last of your questions there?
Yeah. I mean, it's been a real pleasure having you.
Thank you.
I mean, like, you're my best buddy.
Well,
Sincerely,
thanks,
from the bottom of my heart. If you can't see, I'm touching Mason's heart right now. From the bottom of my heart to Mason's heart, you've been a great friend, and I appreciate you.
I love you, Davin.
I love you too, Mason.
But like as a friend.
As a friend.
Yeah.
Of course. No homo.
Well, thanks.
So that'll wrap it up for the first episode of This Will Be Weird. Thanks for tagging along, and if you haven't already, follow me on Instagram at DTPOTA. That is DTPOTTA. And if you want, you can also download the app Snaptee and support my profile, Potter's Apparel. That is spelled POTTERS-APPAREL. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to keep it weird. Thanks, Mason, for coming along today.
Oh yeah, been a fun ride.
It's definitely been a journey.
Hey, I got something I want to shout out real quick. I didn't know you were doing that. All of that.
I'm plugging my stuff in now.
Extreme Indigestion, our meme account.
Oh yeah.
That Davin never posts on, but
my bad.
Okay.
You're definitely there. You're definitely there. That. I don't know how to spell that, but you can figure it out. It's just extreme
indigestion.
There's like a space in there.
No, it's an underscore.
Underscore indigestion.
Yeah.
All right, boss.
All right, Hoss.
Oh yeah. Okay. It's time to stop. Thanks, everyone.